Hey guys, welcome back. This is Tarun again, back with another fitness video for you folks. So I'm glad guys that you're liking my new setup. Obviously it's time to get a little more professional so that you could get some more professional advice and fitness tips, so to say. So let's quickly round up. What exactly are we talking about today? I've been getting loads and loads of questions about you folks, talking about, let's talk about training, Tarun. What do you think should be the right training approach? And, I've been following an X training program, but not getting any results. So in this video, guys, I'll be talking about 5 training mistakes that you may be making, which may be stopping you from getting those results. Those training mistakes what I was making, guys, and trust me, I didn't even realize it, but it actually had an impact on my results. So what are those training mistakes? Training mistake number 1, you know what that is? You think too much. When I say you think too much, you're asking too many people, hey, can you please tell me the right training program for me? I'm following an X program. What is your program? Can you please tell me about it? And taking too many inputs from people and then thinking too much about it, and as an end result, we are confused. We just don't know what to do. And then it boils down to, we go to the gym thinking we're going to train, we're in a mood to train back, and we see, hey, this guy's working on his chest, hey, let me also work on my chest. Guys, this is the wrong approach. You got to have your own training plan, because you got to have your own goal. And I can tell you for a fact, guys, that I'm telling you, you may not even have a goal. You may have a hazy, picture of yourself that, I want to look like this guy, but you're really unclear, because I was unclear too. So guys, first thing you really need to do is just identify how you want to look like, bases your body type, and then just don't follow anybody. Don't ask too many people, figure out your training plan and stop thinking too much, that because, thinking, and they say, too many chefs spoil the dish. Don't have to ask too many people, guys. Just you and the training program. Go with the plan, man with the plan, hit the gym, do that specific body part, boom, 45 minutes, 1 hour, and you're out. That's exactly how your plan should be. That's training mistake number 1. So you don't have to think too much. Training mistake number 2. This is more of an ego weightlifting that I always call it. We always think of packing and loading more weight. Oh man, I got to lift this much weight. I lifted, 200 pounds. I lifted 250 pounds. Guys, it's not always about lifting heavy at times. There are times when you have to do strip sets too, just to shock your body. So that's a mistake I was making. I was not doing any strip sets at all. Guys, you got to learn to deload the weight as well. If you loading on plates, you should also deload those plates and do some strip sets, because at the end of the day, it's about shock therapy. I've told you guys earlier, body works only on one simple philosophy, methodology, whatever you want to call it. It's called shock therapy. The more you shock with different variations, the more variations you bring into your workout, your body will have no other option but to react, and reaction means growth. Growth means more muscles. So guys, please, just time to deload some muscles, deload some weights, and boom, and you see where you go. So add strip sets. That's the mistake I was making. Now, mistake number 3, and this is the classic mistake we all make. If you're a student, I'm sure if you're working professional, this is the classic mistake we all been making till date. I make it at times, is not eating on our heavier lift days. For example, if you have a leg day today or tomorrow planned, we'll just go, as our usual self and, start lifting without having anything. It's good to kind of have an empty stomach workout in the morning, probably cardio, or if your goal is to lose weight. But guys, if you want to pack on more muscles, you got to eat 45 minutes to 1 hour before at least on your heavier lift days. For example, if your leg day, and because obviously you're going to be lifting heavy, and leg is it is the biggest muscle of our body. You got to eat, and you got to eat what? Carbs, guys. Carbs not the enemy. If you eat before your meal, carb will only do you world of good, guys. So training mistake number 3 that I was making was not eating, or rather not eating enough, before my heavier days. Probably if I had to do chest, and I would not eat anything, and what will happen? I will not get that pump. Guys, remember, carbohydrates, carbs is one of the reasons which will give you that insane pump, that you want, that blood rushing into the muscles. If you eliminate carbs, or if you don't have carbs before your workout, trust me, you will not get that pump. You feel as if nothing happened. You just get those aches, not even soreness, just aches that, I did something, but no pump, guys. That's why I always tell you, you must have carbs, if you are lifting heavy. So I hope you fix this 3-part, add some food on your heavy days before your lifting session. Number 4, well, this is the mistake we love to make, which is relying on food supplements. We feel that, what, training is fine, I can take care of that. But what about the supplements I need to take? Because that's the amount of question that I get on my YouTube, that, hey, Tarun, tell me which supplement do I take? My height is this, my weight is that. Can you tell me the right supplement for me? And my immediate reaction is, guys, what about your training? Did you ever think about training? That's exactly my point is, guys, you don't have to rely too much on supplements. You have to rely solely on 3 things that I always friggin' talk about. The tripod, the fitness tripod. The one stand supports training, the other stand supports clean diet, and the third stand supports rest and recovery. Rest are all tools, the supplements, the GH, the steroids, they're all just little tools which will give you the edge, but you don't have to go down that road unless and until you're mentally prepared. So coming back to that, guys, you don't have to rely on supplements. You have to rely on these 3 stands that I talked about. The rest all is just collateral. Number 5, not recovering. We are those enthu guys, that we don't want to miss any workouts. There's a word for it called a gym rat. A gym rat is a guy who never misses his workout, but he also never grows in the gym. He's pretty much the same all through the year. If you want to be a gym rat, don't rest, don't recover, train all 7 days a week. But if you want to be those guys, that 1% guys in your gym, who come with a plan, they eat clean, they don't worry too much, they don't rely too much on their supplements, and they grow. You want to be in that 1% category. So that's exactly what you really need to do. You need to rest. And I've done a video on that as well, that how rest is important for you folks to grow. Because remember, it doesn't matter what happens in that 1 hour, 2 hours that you do in the gym. What matters is what you do outside the gym, guys. That's where the game lies. It's about your commitment. It's about your discipline that you follow in those 22, 23 hours when you're not working out. Because going to the gym is the easiest part. You pretty much know the weights, you pretty much know the repetitions, you pretty much know the sets. You have a plan in place. Once you made up your mind which body part you're going to be working out. But those 22 hours, you are lured with food options, you are lured with temptation, you're lured with too many other things. Can you control yourself? Do you have that commitment? Do you visualize where you want to look like or how you want to look like? That's why guys always tell you, you got to have a goal. You got to have to visualize how you want to look like, because only if you can visualize, that will drive you, and that will motivate you to stop you from having that food that you should not be having. That will drive you to hit the gym almost every 4 to 5 days a week. That will stop you from going to the gym 7 days a week, because you would realize the importance of recovery. So these 5 points, guys, I hope, these are mistakes I was making, so I thought it'll be a good idea for me to share those points with you. I hope, you fix this. If you're doing this, probably you want to kind of rethink your training strategy. I hope this will give you an answer to that, how you can let me just summarize that again. Those 5 points for you. One is, you don't have to think too much. Go with the plan, what you want to work out. Number 2, you have to learn to have some strip sets into your workout, which is also very important. Number 3, you got to eat before your heavy lifting day session. Not eating at all and then lifting heavy, obviously you're not going to get the pump, obviously you're not going to be able to lift heavy too. Number 4, relying too much on supplements. You don't have to do that. The tripod, remember the fitness tripod, training, eating and sleeping or recovery is very, very important. Number 5, recovery. You have to rest. You don't have to train every 7 days, all 7 days. You have to take 1 day or at least 2 days off. So any one of you who have any questions around this, feel free to reach out to me either on my YouTube, Facebook or on my Instagram, and I'll be very happy to guide you on your fitness journey. So until we meet again, peace.